top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit.
Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to you. Back.
First down, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A gain of 12.
Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Prescott looks to throw on first. Completes it to Jason Witten. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
Kill. 27.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right, in the heat of the summer?
Didn't work
did it anyway.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. But it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for... And he is in! Touchdown, Chicago! Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go. 180. We're going to 54. 180. Here we go, 46. Get that ball. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Prescott now escaping the pressure right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Cooper was the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Trubisky to throw. This one caught by Davis. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They run. Chubb. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Motion.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Nick Chubb with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Bears have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, the second down throw on target. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down throw for Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Prescott on first down. That's complete to Cobb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten as the first half is winding down as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I
don't even know why this team showed up.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Bang, bang, bang.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. We're going to 53.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. So a good pick up there of 20 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got.
There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they want to climb the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Prescott. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, 46. 46.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field, all even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Let's get it. 26. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
36.
Now Chubb running right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
18. Motion. 40. Behind.
On second down now, it's Grant, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Blue. Mike 48. I'm here all day.
Chubb on the counter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run the counter. Grant. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Chubb. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Go. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike, blue. Check pass.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Back to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Prescott being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got his target. It's come. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Kill. 58, come on. 26.
Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
58, come on, 58.
He'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Prescott on fourth down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10. Now Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put your card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance.